Hey, this is Mrs. Reichelt, and the next video we're going to talk about is how your body uses energy and balances energy as well. So, energy intake is the total energy output. So, you take your heat plus the work that you do plus the energy storage, and that gives your energy intake. So, energy intake is liberated during food oxidation. Energy output it occurs in the form of heat, usually it's about 60%, and then you also store energy in the form of fat or is in glycogen. So the regulation of food intake, basically your body weight is relatively stable. Most people's body weight remains stable over time. Energy intake and the output remain about equal. So the mechanisms that may change or may regulate food intake are things like the level of the nutrients in your blood, hormones, body temperature, and other psychological factors. The basic metabolic rate, we call this BMR, is the amount of heat that's produced by the body per unit of time at rest. So an average basic metabolic rate is between 60 to 72 kilocalories per hour. So a kilocalorie is the unit of measure for the energy value of food and the amount of energy used by the body. So maybe when you eat food, you notice that you have calories in there. It may say that it's like your granola bar that you ate is 500 calories. So you convert that into kilocalories, and that is a unit of measure of the energy value that it'll give to your body. So the next thing that we're going to go through are the factors that can influence the basic metabolic rate, or the BMR. So this will be things like surface area. A small body typically has a higher basal metabolic rate. Gender, males typically have a higher BMR. Kids have higher BMRs in active adolescents. The amount of thyroxine that's produced is the most important control factor. So as your thyroxine is increased, you're going to have an increased BMR, whereas a decreased thyroxine is a decrease in your BMR. So more thyroxine means you have a higher metabolic rate. And then your total metabolic rate is your TMR. This is the total amount of kilocalories that the body must consume to fuel ongoing activities. This will increase as you increase your body activity. So if you start running or working out regularly, then this rate will go up. And it must equal the calories that are consumed to maintain homeostasis and maintain a constant body weight. And then lastly, your body temperature regulation. Most of your energy is released as foods are oxidized, and they escape as heat. That heat that's escaped actually helps to maintain a constant body temperature, which maintains homeostasis. All right, so your body temperature ranges between 96 and 100 degree Fahrenheit. Your body's thermostat is located in the hypothalamus, and it initiates heat loss or heat promoting mechanisms based on your feedback mechanisms that it receives. So heat promoting factors are going to be things like vasoconstriction. So as you get cold, then your vessels will constrict to help keep your heat closer to your body. This is when blood is rerouted to deeper and more vital body organs. Sometimes when you're really cold, you'll shiver. This is a contraction of your muscles, which produces heat. And then when you're really hot, you have some heat loss mechanisms. This occurs through the skin, through radiation and evaporation. Your skin, blood vessels, and capillaries can be flushed with warm blood. When you have evaporative cooling, the perspiration takes the hottest molecules off your skin, which helps to cool you down. So your body has a couple of different ways that it can maintain homeostasis, whether it gets too hot or too cold. So that's a wrap, and I hope you have found that helpful.